Hello, and welcome everybody to some Darksiders 2. Yeah, that's right. I actually grabbed it while it was on the sale.
No life without order.
So, let's see
Good,
how this goes.
evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind.
And we know that's a
But
load
what
of shit.
The other horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will, what of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon.
And here we go.
The Nephilim had countless realms of the sword and burned them to ash. But 4 amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The 4 would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the 4, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death.
God, I really just love like these super stylized cutscenes that they do for certain events. It just comes off really nice.
To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
And off we go. There we go. Despair is Death's horse, whereas Ruin is War's. There we go. Ah, man. Also, like, Despair has so much more charges on stamina compared to Ruin. Like, goddamn, man, you can actually get going. And of course, the other thing that makes Death cool, yeah, that's reversal. Oh, what's this? He does not block. That's right. See, with Death, they basically went like, oh, he's the more agile of all the horsemen. So, he doesn't block. Instead, he dodges. And the funny part about that whole fucking thing is, oh yeah, and then there's the other part. Let's open this up. Woo, sorry. I forgot. There we go. Equip it, and bam, there we go. We got Diablo style weapon drops, completely random. For the most part, like after we get out of here, Like some stuff will get pretty decently, other stuff gets a little bit changed around here and there, but other than that, it's pretty random for the most part. It's a pretty nice thing. The game really did a lot. And I'm glad that they actually decided to differentiate death like this. And you guys have noticed, hey, we actually have numbers and all this other bullshit signing on the side. And yeah, we do, because they basically made it a bit more, yeah, like an RPG. I mean, look at that. It's a lot easier to get health potions in this game because you can just find them instead of buying them from Volgrim and stuff like that. Like I know the whole changing a game's dynamic into more of a, you know, pseudo RPG like kind of game isn't exactly everyone's kind of cup of tea, but honestly, I really dig that about this game. Also, the enhanced platforming, where they just like give you a lot of mobility options and shit, is super nice. Oh man. But then the other thing you may or may not notice. Hold on. Is that little gray bar right on top of our health. See, we still have our wrath meter. This time it's a nice teal color, you know, instead of the yellow color that it was in the previous game. I mean, I don't know why they changed the color. I guess to fit Death's overall, the game's color scheme overall a little more. Because I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the game kind of has like a little bit of like a color comic book kind of side paneling kind of thing, where it has like a filter of coloring over it. Like it has a really deep ink kind of filtering on it going on. Oh, and here's the other cool thing about it. Haha. See? You obviously have your scythe, you know. Dual wielding scythe and shit. Cool stuff. But then with your heavy attacks, yeah. And unlike with War, who just like lumberly use the attacks, you actually do have, you know, combos that you can just string together with your light and heavy attacks. So it's like, oh, your scythes will always be, you know, your light attacks and all that stuff. But then like you aren't limited to your sub weapons. Like you get a lot of stuff like big hammers and all this other stuff. And I do have to have a giggle at least when it came to the devs when they were first explaining it. Because when they first explained, wait, a hammer, that doesn't seem like something Death would use, you know? It seems a little too, it seems more like something War would use, right? But in their responses, they said, oh, you know, a hammer, an axe, things like that, it's like, those are just instruments of Death, you know, you can kill with those, so, you know, it's not too far-fetched to think that he could. And of course, you know, the insta-gib attacks right here when they're low enough on health. You know, just picking up some nice things here and there. See? All falls under the secondary stuff. Switch over to the big axe, and look at that. Oof, it's so nice looking. Even do charge attacks. Look at that. God, it's just... Darksiders 2 is just so good, man. Like, it just has such a nice feeling to it. Like, I'm so not that good at explaining myself. But just overall, the game feel just feels a lot better. Like, it just has a lot smoother movement going to it. It's like, you know, and it's like understandable because like with Darksiders 1, the game was actually in development for quite a bit, while they were still trying to pin down their idea of the game. Like in the earliest promos of the game, like if you go back and look at like the earliest trailers for Darksiders 1, like you see like they had a different kind of idea, like they had a more gritty, realistic, I guess, idea of the game, you could say, where like it was mostly like instead of war using the big sword and stuff, you know, it was more like haha, he actually was using like the gun and stuff, like, you know, it was a lot more focused on being like this super like, oh yeah, this is like new age take on fucking the mythos and whatever. There we go. And there's his wraith form right there that we saw for a second. That's literally just his equivalent of the chaos form that War had in the previous game. And I really like his wraith form. Just looks really like super skeletally and, you know, slick looking. It just has a nice appeal to its design. Though, if I'm gonna be full honest, I really do love War's chaos design just a little bit more, mostly just because, and it's really petty, but because he is a big, giant demon man covered in flames and swinging a giant sword. That is literally my only reason for liking Chaos form just a little bit more. Just a little bit more than Wraith form. But, yeah. Oh, you guys must be wondering about, you know, this crow here. That's actually Death's personal crow. Dusk. You can actually let him. He basically does what Mark Hamill did in the previous game. Like you hold him down and he'll literally show you like, where do you go next, and he'll just like fly towards the spot. God, man, it's just love this game so much. It's such a good ass game, man. Woo! There we go. God, it's Look at that. Oh. Ah. On. Does he have it? No, he doesn't have it. I forget if he gets it now. No, he doesn't get it now, but I think he'll get it later. It's the equivalent to where for War, if you push the dash button for him, he would do like this fucking like megaton slam into the ground. But since Death is a lot, you know, lighter than War, obviously, instead of doing that, like he just does like a quick boom downwards. So it just makes doing certain combos and stuff like that like a lot easier. Also, I love that animation, just him getting back up like that. I always thought it was the smoothest fucking thing, man. Like, God, it's just, I am filleting this game. But I can't help it, you know, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, no joke, this is, honest to God, one of my favorite games of all time. Whoop. There we go, and... God, it's just, beautiful. Yoink. Alright, here we go. Cutscene's about to happen, so I'm gonna shh. so this can play out.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, Horseman. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know why you've come. Your brother, the one called War. He's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment. For dooming the Earth. For mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
The Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion. To hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, Horseman.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
If it's madness, then who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, they curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it!
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
God, man, Death's voice is just so fucking good.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of War? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
Okay, real talk, I fucking love the fact that Death, like, 100% will literally just believe in War like that. Like, what a fucking bro, like, literally. Here we go. That was chunky damage. Here we go. Beautiful.
Open the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours.
Oof. What an opening.
The uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity, on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world, in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom, that answer would be found in the horseman's future, and in his past.
Be still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes. Troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the Tree of Life?
Life. This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree. Your chaos and corruption don't concern me.
Yoink. Man, talk about luck getting this fat fucking axe right at the start, though. It's so
You fight
good.
well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forged Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
Mind you, this game still has some shit, though, just because of when it was made, so dialogue trees.
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations for many worlds, but that was long ago. And now, they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you not curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
Here we go.
May the Maker's forge light your mind.
And there's the level up. And there we go. Skill points. And here we are. So, it's not super huge or anything, but this game does have some neat ideas when it comes to it. So there's the level up and then the skill tree where you have two sides, Harbinger and Necromancer. Harbinger is more of like your melee stuff where you get more boons and bonuses for like physical attacks, like teleport slash is the thing. But then immolation gets added onto said teleport slash, and things like that. It's like, immolation, inescapable, the rage of the grave, things like that. But then you start getting other stuff like harvest, and then unstoppable, things like that, like inevitability, killing blow, things like that. And then at the end you get stuff like Reaper Storm, which is amazing. It's a really sick ass move, but all comes with different things. There's the levels and everything, the skill points you need, the levels at which you'll be able to physically see the moves actually light up, and then you need equivalent skill points to get them. So it's like, anything on this tier requires this many, like basic idea. It's not too complicated, but then Necromancer focus on more being like a mage, so it's like you can aim yourself towards being mage. It's like you some ghouls and stuff, and then fire ones, they last longer, things like that. It's like like what it says, Necromancer, you become more of a spellcaster and everything. And the other one, Frenzy, where it's like, oh man, you just it goes fucking ham and everything. But I'm a very simple man, so I go with Teleport Slash. And there we go. And see, it even tells you things like next level. It does this where it's like, oh, the cost is the same, but then it's like the damage is up, and then you heal, because Teleport Slash lets you heal when you do it, and things like that. And of course, here we are. And then we can assign it to one of our things. And I'm going to assign it to LBX. Because, yeah, I'm going to do this and there. So, the other thing this game does, you see that on the side? It's not souls anymore, it's actual currency, like we were picking up earlier. So, they actually want you to be able to, they wanted to be more of a different thing, because it's like, you're going to be in this new land, they want to change it up, so it's like, okay, they just made it more of a simple thing, where it's like, instead of using souls and such, you'll just be using, basic ideas of like currency, and you'll be talking to these people. You have a central hub, like before we had a central hub, but our central hub was more of just like the basic kind of central hub, where you just kind of, talk to people. You didn't really talk. Like Samael was there. You didn't really fucking like fucked with Samael. He was just kind of there. But here you can actually talk to people. You can actually, get side quests, which is another thing this game actually decided to introduce. You can do side quests and stuff. So, here we go.
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind these gates?
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people. Muse on that, Ryder, before you mark me as a coward.
See, I love this shit.
I can end your troubles, Maker.
Well, you're welcome to try. This blade is more ancient than you, Ryder, and taller to boot.
I will break it, and you, down to size.
I'm surprised you've gotten that far.
Oof. Yeah.
No horseman is a match for me.
And here we go. And of course we can get our skills here. And there it is. There's Meteor Strike for him. We don't have enough cash to get all these other things. Like Twin Cannon. God Fist. Oh yeah, we got some cool shit coming out later. But you know, that's it for now. I do like this move though. Look at that shit. God. It's so fucking nice. It's like, whoop. Can't do anything back, but forward. Oh yeah, that's the shit. It's so nice. But I'm glad that they decided to take on the ideas that they had with the first game and just went like, okay, how can we actually improve on the game? So they decided with the idea of just like, oh, you know, add more to it, add more combat to the game, you know, make it so it's like it's a lot more fun to engage in it. Oh yeah, the tome. Can't use the tome right now. So basically with this tome, right, there's a few things that can happen. You get letters and things, but another thing that you could do, I don't know if you can do it in the definitive edition, but a thing you could do is that you can actually send weapons like in gear to like anyone on your friends list back in the day. So you can actually give them like, oh, you know, if they need help, bam, here you go, get some free high-level gear. You're not going to use it.
In the Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge. Though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge.
Nay, the Maker's Forge is lost to us, silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets?
And you, one of the four, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from high places.
I came here seeking the tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost, barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. Restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of Stonefather's Peak. There the fire of the mountain was harnessed and passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass, and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There, you will find the cauldron.
Man of no words, your brother.
But hardly silent. His voice is the ring of the hammer and the roar of the white flame.
Yes, he works while you talk. I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I talked to him. Hey Squid, how's it going, man? And yeah, they're tall. They are very tall. And she is big. Very big. Here's another one, by the way.
We've been awaiting your arrival, horseman. Your shadow has long hovered over this realm.
Many know the Reaper, old one, but I don't know you.
We are the builders of this world, but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons. Adar does his best to soothe our pain, but our souls yearn for only one comfort: death. We are without hope. Horseman, do you ever doubt your future?
No.
So one like yourself would set out to change a fate that displeases him. That is a long and dangerous path, even for Death himself.
How is that your concern, Shaman?
Only that I am skilled at crafting talismans. If you gather the proper materials and return them to me, I'll make a potent talisman to aid you on your journey.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that Pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
Tell me, Shaman, what is corruption?
I only know what I fear it to be. That corruption is hate, given life, and that hate does not come from trees or stones, but from ourselves.
You despair, old one, and yet raise life from the earth.
I am a shaman, bound to this task even as our days darken. We are as the vines, coming to root, then to flower, and then to decay, dropping seeds upon the dust, a circle everlasting. I cannot stop it, nor can I stop you.
Tell me more about the Tree of Life.
The forest around the tree has been corrupted.
Oh, man.
It hungers. You cannot reach the tree, not with breath still in you. The path of a brother troubles you. It is your past, but also your future.
Hey, there we go. Pauldron of the Horseman.
Stone, wood, iron, these are the gifts of the makers.
Alright, there we go. And since we got a pauldron, let me... Oh yeah, I gotta be level 5 for that one. But yeah, it literally is just a pauldron that looks like freaking wars. There we go. Change their boots up. So how you doing, Squid? You tried the Strive beta yet, man? Or have you looked into the Strive beta? You seen some footage? What do you think? You know, interest you? Don't interest you? Seems lame? Seems fun? You know, opinions. Cause I don't have it downloading now. Cause I'm streaming and stuff. But after this, I'm gonna set up my PS4 to start downloading it for me while I knock out.
The fire is more valuable than I, horseman. You should make haste to the temple.
Fire alone won't save your realm. You speak of the forge.
Aye. Without the fire and the tears of the mountain, without the forge itself, we have no means to clear the forest and reach the tree of life.
What then?
Our power is over creation, yours over death and despair. You are Nephilim, Lord of Destruction. Perhaps in that there is hope.
Just how old is the forge?
It is as ancient as the realm itself, and perhaps even older. It is said the forge was the first thing we makers built, that in its depths we shaped entire worlds.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble.
Do what you must for your kin, old one. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Well, if you fancy your corruption waste deed, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't have let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Have you wisdom to share, or was it long since knocked loose in battle?
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
Oh yeah, so fun thing. the reason why Death does not have a block or anything of the sort is mostly due to the fact that, and this is actually a little funny. Oh fuck, I missed a chest back here. Let me go get it real quick. The reason why he doesn't have a block is because the devs basically just said, oh, Death has such a high opinion of himself that he has no need to block because he knows no one will ever be able to touch him in battle. Like, that's how hardened he is, to the point where it's just like, blocking? Psst, nah, I don't need a block. You can't touch me. And that's why he's got the dodges and shit like that. I always thought that was like a really funny idea when it came to explaining why he doesn't do it. Alright, let's see. What do we got? I'll take cash, yeah.
I have to go alone.
Yeah, you do. But it doesn't hurt to try. There we go. 3's the limit, and he does like that extended recovery animation if you do it 3 times in a row like that. But yeah, there we go. That's open. Gotta love that animation. But here we go. We are on our way out of Tristone. And we're making our way to getting shit done. Ah, right. It's Y. Also, just woof. Look at how smooth that swimming is compared to the first game. Just look at that. So smooth, so fast. It's a thing of beauty. Alright. Let's get up here. Since we actually have to go this way, so, you know. But I just really wanted to grab the dead man's coin from under the water. Alright, here we go. Making our way out. And we are here into the big open field. Oh, man. Just wondering, is the game louder than me, or am I loud enough? Yeah, I probably should have asked that earlier, but then again, I don't know. Didn't really have much of anybody. But here we go. Spare is available. There's a chest up there. We literally can't get that until about, I think like 2/3 of the way through the game. We won't be able to get that chest. Ooh, there we go. Alright, but see, here's the thing. We can just go that way and just, you know, continue with the story. Real quick, need to make a pit stop here. Because it's our old buddy back again. Aw, yeah.
Come closer. See what Volgrim has to offer.
Based fucking Volgrim.
Greetings, horseman, and welcome. I've been expecting you.
Vulgrim. What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer. not to what lurks at the edge of shadows. So here I am, to offer my wares.
Do you know that I don't? I'm not here by choice, demon.
I merely followed the trail of carnage. Your blades are as sharp as ever. Even still, I may be able to help you. I carry things others would frown upon. Go on, take a look. You won't be disappointed. I have new items, if you have the code.
And there we go. We could sell shit to him. Respec if I want to, you know, redo my stats and shit. And yeah, he mostly just has these fucking things. At least, you know, for now. For now, he just sells the respec and... Ooh, random.
Another time, demon.
Until then, perhaps you'll grant me a small indulgence.
Here we go.
There are pages missing from the Book of the Dead. I believe many lie along your path. If you bring them to me, your reward will be substantial.
And so will be my damnation.
Yep, there we go. Gotta find the pages of the Book of Dead, but here's the thing. The path leading forward is that way, but the game's kind of open-ended enough where it's like, oh, hey, look, there's this place here. What could it have? And it actually has, like, a little bit of a, ooh, there's stuff here kind of mentality, you get what I mean? It's just a nice little thing. And speaking of, and yoink. There we go. Another boatman's coin. Alright. Let me go over here. Man, my computer either can't process this or Definitive Edition has some weird ass things going on. There we go. Oh yeah, it's literally from like one section to another. It's like go this way, go this way. It changes things up. It's kind of funny.
Where there is a lock, there is a key.
Correct. And yoink. Da-da-da. Here we are. Here we go. Beautiful. Get those souls, baby. Because that time it's actually fucking Wrath that they give up. Which, you know, considering all the changes to the game and everything, and the fact that Wrath is given out a lot more generously this time, you know, it's very much a welcome change. So, good shit overall, honestly. Alright, later. Ooh, here we go. Got a Vagabond Talisman. And... yeah, I can put that on right now. Strength and Arcane go up. Oh, yeah, about the headache. Dude, like, I actually did not figure out what was causing my massive headaches, man. Honestly, I think it may have just been stress. Like, it could have just been stress. Because, like, finding work is still a massive issue. And I was just, like, so completely drained mentally. So, I think that could have just been it. Yeah, that's right, I don't have this yet. So I can't do that part yet. Let's see, can I do anything yet here? No. No, I can't do anything yet here. There we go. Right, yeah. There's still a bunch of shit over here that I can't do yet. By the way, Squid, can you hear me just fine? That's the thing I want to know, like, if you can hear me just fine. Because if I've just been, like, shouting into the void, I'm kind of curious, like, if I've just been shouting to the void. Here we go, there's the key. A skeleton key. You can? Okay, that's good at least. At least I'm not... Oh, okay. That's good at least. You know, I was worried that, like, my audio was fucked up, and I'm like, oh man, fuck, have I just been, like, talking to myself this whole time? Fucking hell. Whoop. There we go. Alright, let's see. Nothing that way, so let's go. And there we go. Got some armor finally. Nice. The Vagabond cover is pretty good. Oh yeah, that's right. If you fall down here, get stuck in this stupid little fight for a second. Oh yeah, no. Honestly, like this game literally went all out for like a bunch of the animations. Like they went kind of extra for a lot of stuff. Like it's like, look at that shit. Look at that wall running. It's just so nice and smooth. It's just like, yeah. We got that budget. We know it. Look at that. Look at that fucking attack animation. Just summon out his true form to do that backswing at the end. Like, ooh. Ooh, it's so nice. Look at that door animation. Just that extra. It's just like, push out. Here we go. A stalker. Woo. Whoop. Woo. And there we go. First death, fighting an enemy that's above my pay grade. I don't care. Fuck doing it. Let's go. Woo. The one thing I'll always say will never not be awkward is just the fact that you gotta use L1/LB to use your freaking skills and shit. Ooh, damn, that was close this time. I gotta remember, I can use my health potions. I don't have to be too stingy with that shit. Dude, honestly, no, you wanna laugh though? Okay, I'll give you something to laugh at though. Not only is it that you have to use L1, LB to use your skills, right? But also at the same time, you lock on with L2. There we go. Got him. Like, you know, if it was like, oh, you lock on with R2 and you use L1 to do stuff, it's like, whatever, that's fine. But no, you lock on with L2 and you use L1. Oh, trust me, it's messed me up so many times. And hey, here we go. We got Savage Sights. Got a little upgrade, so yeah, we're doing a little better now. There we go, damage percentage goes up and critical percentage goes up. I do like that, you know, they're cool about it when it comes to your gear. Like, look at the budget, man. Like, they actually, like, made sure all the armor goes on to places. Like, they have different designs for the sights and all that stuff. Like, it's super clean. Like, this game had the money, you know what I mean? But yeah, and honestly, despite like that weird, like it's legit weird as hell thing, the game still is pretty kick-ass. Also, mind you, first game did that too. Like, that's a thing that was in the first game with the whole holding freaking L2 to lock on while you're doing, yeah. Same thing. It was there. And they kept it. They totally kept it. And honestly, I get it. You know, it's like, that's their way of trying to be unique and different. So, you know, it worked. It worked. It was definitely unique. I'll give them that. But, you know, for a lot of people, like, they just couldn't handle this kind of thing, because, you know, it would trip a lot of people up. Like you said, like, you know, oh man, that would trip me up. It's like, shit, yeah. Now imagine like people who like really enjoy playing this fucking game, like even they get tripped up. Like, imagine that shit. Like, I played this game countless times and it's like I still get tripped the fuck up with that stuff. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing this way. But I do like this. I do like the way they approach to, where it's just like, you know, your objective's this way, but, you know, there is some nice little side things you can do. That's like, you can find stuff here and there. Like, you don't really have to be here. Like, there's nothing really calling to you here, but hey, you can do it. Like, see, this, totally optional. I never had to come here to do any of this bullshit. But fighting the Gorewood, that's all on me. And look at that. I die in one hit. One fucking hit. I think that thing is like level 10 or some shit like that. It's like higher level than me for damn sure. Yeah, exactly. Just gotta be like death. Don't get hit. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that thing is literally just a one-hit kill where I currently am right now, level-wise and shit. But you know what? That's fine. I can keep doing it. I don't have to do it. But at the same time, if I kill that thing now, that's a really easy level boosting and shit, you know? Ooh, damn. See, and I thought it was because the plants drained my health so much, but nah, man. That motherfucker just straight kill. So, I'm gonna go away from him until I'm a little stronger. You know, a little bit stronger. Got some better gear maybe, you know, stuff like that. But see, I love that. It's just the beauty of the game. Just like, yeah, you know. You can just fight him right now. You know, you could spend hours trying to fight him, get good, all that good shit. And the game crashed. And I did not save. I did not save. Boy, I hope the autosave. Thank God the autosave.
The journey so far. In the beginning, death sought the grove.
Oh yeah, fuck. This is a thing.
Something more. A secret once forgotten. A path.
So see, this thing right here is actually kind of cool. So whenever you load up your game, they actually have recaps for when you get to certain points in the story. So it's like once certain things happen, like they have like these cool illustrated cutscenes being voiced over, and it's just like, yeah, here you go. This is what it is. And look at that. The main menu right there, when it pops up and you hit continue, bam! Look at that. Just right back into it. Oh, XCOM 2 does that? Nice. That's actually pretty cool. The main menu? Oh, that's cool as hell. I love shit like that though. Just like that seamless transition from like menu to gameplay like that. That's that good shit. It's that real good shit. But here we are back outside. We'll come back here another time. But at least I got those new sights, so that's pretty sick. Did that weird like camera change transition thing. It's like, oof, throws me off. Oh, hold on. Before I do anything stupid, let me do a manual save. Just to be safe. Let me go over here, because there's some stuff here, and I like stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Money. See, those sides are cool, but you know. Excuse me. But you know, ones we got from beating the Stalker and everything, way cooler. You know, way better sights. I mean, the health on execution is neat, and I can't deny that. You know, that might come up every now and then. But this axe is fucking these dudes up pretty cleanly right now, so they're not exactly hurting. And Despair fucked him up. See, that right there? I wish I could get that, but I can't. I just can't do it. But that's important. For a side quest, and just for buffing your own stats in general. Because one of those things, it's literally part of a side quest where you can literally just be like, you talk to a dude and you give him those emblems, right? And each emblem you give him, you can upgrade one of your 3 stats, which is, just to make sure I have it right, it's, I think it's your health, your wrath, and then I think your strength is the other stat that he can increase for you. Because it was 3 things. It was 3 things. But yeah. Ooh, possessed mace. There we go. I got a possessed weapon early too. Okay, yeah. So don't know if you read that or not, but so possessed weapons are different from the other weapons because not only are they kind of stronger by default compared to other weapons, but at the same time, you can actually upgrade them by just feeding any of your weapons that you're just like, you know what, I'm not really using them. You know, they're whatever. You know, you can just feed it to it so it can level itself up and just become way stronger. And obviously they have a limit of how much they can level up and all that stuff, but you know, you can do it. And it's pretty fucking rad, honestly. You know what? Let's upgrade it for shits and gigs. Let's just feed it this. Yum. I'm not going to use this axe anymore. Hammer go bye-bye. Let's see, what else can I give it? Let's give it these old wraps. I'm not going to use them anymore. There we go. I could just feed it up. And it's all good. Yep, can't do anything about this area yet because I don't have one of the other dungeon weapons that you can use, because we got to use this to move it there so that way it can open the door on the other side there. And yeah, it's a lot of shit, but you know, I do like the fact that the game just kind of lets you wander about and just be like, ooh, but what's this I can come to later? You know, I like it when a game lets you do shit like that. Not every game needs to do that, but the games that do let you do that, it's nice. It's nice when they let you do that. Just explore about it and just make you curious, just to be like, oh shit, like what can I do, you know, like what's that, like what's this gonna happen later, and all that stuff. So, you know, it just keeps like the mind going and makes you really think like, damn man, like what can I do later on, like what else does this game, you know, got for me. See that right there, look at this, normally wall jump, and then it's like, oh, that's a little too far, can't do anything there, but you will later. Oh hey, look at that, pure accident, I found a page of the Book of the Dead. Look at that. Lucky me. Look at that mace. And look at that. We found some better greaves. Oh, won't be able to get that treasure, but it's all good. Actually, technically, you know what? I think I'll just go back and give Volgrim the first chapter real quick. Hold on. Chest here. Almost walked away from that. Give me that money. Oh man. Honestly, the thing I'm looking forward to unlocking as a skill is the perfect dodge. Because, like, you know, currently you can dodge stuff now, you know, with timing and all that stuff, it's fine. But then you get the perfect dodge, and oof, it's clean. It's just clean. Here we go.
Fresh merchandise.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta collect all 10 first. I came back way too early to celebrate. At least it wasn't that long of a detour. Yeah, let me go up there for the chest and whatnot. There's another emblem around here. There it is. They really give off a distinct sound. And it's funny because, like, I remember when I first played, I never heard that distinct sound that they give off. Like, ever. I don't think I ever heard them actually give off that sound. But, I guess that's the benefit of playing with headphones, you know? There we go, level up. Fuck yeah. Got a skill point. Bada bing, we're out of here. Alright. I think on my way to the cauldron, there's another place that has another chapter of the Book of the Dead. If I remember correctly. I think it's right here. Actually. Let's see. Go here, go here. This way, that way. Ah, but there is another one of those over here. Man, can't get it yet. But I'll definitely be back. Okay, that was fucked up. Man, where the fuck was he going? Like, dude was just, alright, man, you know what, my bad, don't even worry about it, I'm out. Like, what the fuck was the deal with that? Whatever. Alright, here we go. Getting close to... There we go, charred pass. We're getting there. Go here. Yoink. Beautiful. Sights of shock. There we go. With the elemental damage going on and all that stuff. It's good to have stuff like that. I mean, it's weaker than what I got, but you know, it's always nice to have options. Oh, hold on. Whoop, my bad. Go back. Alright, come on, man. Like, you gotta admit, that fucking, like, climb up animation right there when he flips off from the fucking beam, that's a little extra. Like, that's a little extra. Alright, just basic sights, so they got nothing but damage bonuses, so I don't really need that. I like the critical damage that I got sitting around. There we go, there's another one here. So I got 3 that I found. Not much else, though. Can't do anything about that yet. But
this is no place for a horse.
I will soon. I will soon. Here we go. God, I love this as like a little mini callback to the Ulthane fight.
A rider has come to the realm.
Not another one.
You're the Nephilim, the one they call Death. How did you get here?
Took a wrong turn. It appears I'm stranded here with the rest of you.
If you seek the cauldron, you should know that it fell to corruption fair long ago. I can still feel the fire itself rumbling deep in the earth.
I'll take my chances. You're different than the others. Less pleasant on the eyes, for one.
I could say no less for you. Folks around town call me Pup or Lad, but I prefer my own name. Calm.
Pup it is, then.
As you will. Matters not to me.
God, I fucking love death.
Why not restore the fire yourself?
I came here just for that purpose. Figured I'd pop the cork, so to speak. Be the hero. But the cauldron is locked up well and tight, and the way through is swallowed by fire. You look capable enough. Perhaps you can find a way. I'll wait here and guard the entrance. Say, if you're headed in there, you mind doing something for me?
Yes, I mind. Aren't I doing enough already?
Perhaps. Though it seems to me you're doing right enough for yourself. Our benefit being a fortunate side effect. Well, if it ain't much trouble, I left an old metal platter in there, with the image of 2 hammers scribed in the center. Not much to look at, but it was my journeyman piece. Last thing I ever forged.
Dish? You want me to bring you a dish?
Yes, well, it has sentimental value. If you find it, I'll make it worth your while.
Your shaman has offered me a talisman if I bring her the materials.
You'd be wise to accept then. Her craft is mighty powerful.
Where do I find Stalker's bone?
You'll find stalkers prowling the cauldron. Should be simple work if your name is any indication.
There we go. Karn is such a fucking nice dude. Honestly, he's great. But see, this shit right here, that whole fucking snarky ass attitude and everything, that's why I love Death. Favorite horseman. That snarky ass that he has, oof, love him.
Possible.
Here we go. Alright, I think, let's see what the time we have. I think I should be able to crank out the cauldron. If I remember how to do everything right, then I think we should be able to crank out the cauldron without much issue. There, here we go. I mean, that's a nice mace. I mean, it is nice. It is stronger than my current mace. There's a chest here, but I can't do anything because the corruption's in the way. Let's see. There we go. Here. Toss. And yoink. Now we can get it. Possess double scythe. Nice. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that the whole execution stuff, they made it chance based instead of health based in this game. What a weird fucking change that was. Alright, need a key. Let's see. Nothing that way. Uh-oh. Forgot to turn him the other way. There we go. I'll pick up the Boltman's coin in a minute. Alright, now I just need to grab all the other stuff here. Okay, there. Put that, there we go. Like legit, look at this animation. Ah, I fucked it up, I didn't do it right. that flip was a little much. A little much though. There we go. Good stuff. Alright. Now we'll venture deeper and deeper. Okay, random thing. You know what's a fucking show that I actually started thinking about today? Like, it just kind of popped into my head. I was like, fuck, man, I remember this show. It just kind of came to me, and it's motherfucking Big Wolf on Campus. I think it was Big Wolf or Big Werewolf on Campus, but yeah. Basically that. There we go, dungeon map. And it was, if you've never seen it or heard about it, it was this one weird ass show. It was on ABC Family. And it was literally a show about a high schooler who one night while he was just kind of fucking around doing whatever, he gets bit by a werewolf. And the thing is, he's a jock, right? So it's like, okay, physically he's, you know, alright when it comes to, you know, being able to adapt to his new werewolf lifestyle in a sense. Physically anyway, but mentally he's not actually able to comprehend, like, all the ideas of, like, werewolf weaknesses and, like, you know, like, wolfsbane and stuff like that, like, what can actually hurt him. So he winds up being friends with the one kid at school who was like the outcast and like into really occulty shit. So I always remember the show just because I remember seeing it, and it would always show up like in the mornings before school, and I was like, man, that's a weird time to show a show like this, you know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, it's like such a weird time to show a show that's like teen demographic, but you show it like in the morning before school and shit. Where more like younger kids like me would have seen it, which I thought was weird, but you know, whatever, I didn't mind. I thought it was a cool show. Then they started showing it in the afternoons too after school, and I was like, okay, this, you know, this makes more sense. Thinking back on it, it's like, okay, this made a hell of a lot more sense. So, you know, whatever, right? But then, I always remember this one part of the show, and it was always a weird part where, you know, for the most of the time, like, you know, the weird dude, because legit, I forget name. Been way too fucking long. He got abducted by one of the werewolf clans because he was deemed like super important or whatever the fuck. For some reason, I don't remember why. He was deemed like mad ass important. And then what they did was that they basically changed him into a werewolf. If I remember correctly, yeah. Because they were like, oh, you know, you secretly, like, resented main character because, you know, he got to be the werewolf and did all the cool shit while you just got, like, you know, you got your ass handed to you. or whatever, like a bunch of shit like that. And it was always so fucking stupid, and I always thought, like, why did they do that? Like, it made no sense to me. You know, like, it just made no sense. You know, I always thought, like, hey, they're friends. Like, why would he be jealous of his friend? You know, they get to do this stuff together. Like, why would he be jealous? You know, when you get older and shit, you realize, like, oh, you know, yeah, he would be jealous because, you know, he did get to do the cooler shit. He did get to be, you know, the hero and whatnot. But, you know, as a kid, you know, I didn't really think of that kind of shit. You know, it's just like, I don't get it. Why would he be jealous of his friend? That doesn't make sense. He's his friend. So, yeah. Just thinking back on a show like that, it just made me go like, damn, man, I was really something as a kid. Really something, man. But just thought I would share that with the lovely people. All right, Dusk, I'm going. Here we go.
See what you can find.
Good job, Dusk. God, honestly, having Dusk around just really helps out with a lot of shit, so you don't get lost too easily. There we go. There you go, just beats the shit out of the chest, man. Let me take that. Yoink. Alright. Yeah. I might as well just stick to the regular mace. I don't feel like actually leveling up the possessed mace. Not like this early anyways. Like, it makes no sense to actually level up like the maces, like the possessed weapons this early. But it was nice having it. So I can't deny it. Hey, look at that. The Marauder Sabatons, they look nice. Perfect. Got the Stalker Bone. Alright, let's move on. It's funny too, because it's like, despite being like a much bigger game than the first game, like, I feel like the opening hours of this game just kind of move on like at a much quicker pace. And I think it's mostly due to just the fact that like Death himself is a much more mobile kind of character. So it just kind of, I think it just has like that man, that's that word I'm looking for. It just kind of has like that placebo effect of just making it seem like the game is faster than it really is. There we go. Alright, here we go. Oh, God. It's great. Great. Alright, just check and share. Here we go. Hold on. There we go. Get the page for the Book of the Dead. Alright. Let me get a shadow bomb. There we go. Easy as pie. Oh, you know, speaking of easy as pie, though I guess not that easy. Just because I've caught up to the anime for Jujutsu Kaisen, and I still kind of had like that, you know, that itch to know more. I started reading the manga last night. And man, like aside from like a few changes to the beginning, like how Jacob brought it up last time, man, it is so fucking close to 1-to-1. It is actually kind of scary, like how close 1-to-1 is. And honestly, a lot of the times to me, I don't know, I guess this seems like a really stupid thing, but I guess because it's like I've seen like the first couple episodes of the anime a few times, mostly because like the first time I saw it with my girlfriend, and then I saw it with my friends because we got to finally hang out after so long. I guess from seeing it, you know, that many times, and then reading it, you know, the same parts over and over again. At that beginning part, I was just feeling like, fuck, man. Like I just kind of had that feeling of I was repeating myself a little too much. Oh, yeah, that's right. This goes down. This goes down if you take too long, yeah. I'm gonna wait. There it goes. Alright. Now we'll go for it. But, I can honestly say, yeah, I dig it. I really do dig, the manga so far, despite still being in, like, the, you know, the early stages of it. But, still, nice read. The action is still pretty good. Paddling is a little weird sometimes, though. The paneling is a little weird sometimes, though. Sorry for yawning. Just, obviously, not bored. More just, kind of a little tired, because did a couple of things today. I was out and about with my girl and just trying to get some things done here and there. Ah, there we go. Fast traveling. I forgot. It's literally just like instantaneous. You don't have to wait for a certain point to unlock it. Which is, you know, another nice bonus for this game. Where it's just like, aha, yes. There it is, the Journeyman platter. Yeah, let me slice these up. You never know what kind of money you get. There we go. See, we got $3 grand, man. We're making it bit by bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oof, look at that damage. Damn. He did some number on me though. Gonna blow up. Here we go. Wraith form, baby! There we go. Dark Avenger. Beautiful. Axe of Shock, why not? But, let's go to the Dark Avenger real quick. Sadly, we are underleveled, so I can't use it right now. But it is a nice weapon. There we go. Dark Avenger is a fist weapon. Almost forgot about that. God. There we go. I forget, was there anything here? No, right? Yeah. It was just the spot where he respawns from. Alright. Yeah, let me use one just to pick it up. Let us keep moving. Itch. There we go. They're not worth anything, but I'm gonna sell the hell out of them. There we go. Oh, hold on. Nice. Sage Talisman. Let's get the talisman I got on now, but you know, still plenty good. Here we go. Turn, baby, turn. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Love that completion sound. And there we go, Boltman coin. And the easy way down. But there is a chest here, so. Oh. Ooh. Yes, please, actually. Since, you know, I can't wear the pauldron of the horseman, way too low leveled. But I can at least wear the Vagabond Shroud. There we go. I think we're at least wearing one piece of each, so, you know, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, Karin is here.
The mountain has a voice. How did you... No, doesn't matter. You have done what I failed to do. You must take the good news to Alya as soon as you can.
I found that dish you wanted.
You're a good man. Much more so than your name would imply. I'm in your debt.
What is mordant dew?
Mordant dew is the venom those stingers get you with if you let them too close. You'll find them in Drenchfort. Walk softly though. Those stings are nasty.
There we go. Got that level up. Alright. I know, game, I know. There we go. And here we go. Back home to Tristone. Pathfinder. Fuck it. But here we are. Tristone, doing fine. Let's see, anything yet? I'm trying to remember when you actually get some stuff from the Tristone. It's not now, but I know you definitely do later. Alright.
Horseman, the fire of the mountain flows again.
Yes, freed by my hand. And calm.
Karn? That pup? He hasn't a clue. And yet, the forge burns once more. You know what awaits you, Ryder. To finish this, you must restore the tears.
I'm not your errand boy, Maker.
Aye, but our fates are now yoked. Help us, and we will help you. In the meantime, take this. It might be of use.
And there it is. Redemption.
I know this pistol. It belongs to my brother Strife. How came it here?
I cannot say, but there are other goods you may barter for now as well. Restore the tears, then return to me.
You said there were two things that powered your forge, fire and tears.
Yes, fire to wake the earth, and tears to calm it. Both gifts of the Stone Father.
Fire will not be enough.
Nay, we require both.
Where might I find the tears of the mountain?
To the west, past the fjord and into the Drenchfort, you will find the tears within. Browse around. We have new items.
See this shit though? All these weapons and gear that you can buy. Never waste your money. Never waste your money buying any of this. Not worth it. But hey, at least now we have redemption, so... So, remember all those magic stones that we found that we couldn't touch? Yeah, literally.
There are new talismans for you to browse.
Again, not needed. The one from your quest is enough, though. That one's enough. But actually spending money on that? Nah. That ain't worth it. It is not worth it at all. Alright, let's see. Train. Let's see, what do I need? Twin cannon is pretty good. I think I'll go for Meteor Strike.
You might want to stretch before you try that one.
And is there another scythe one I can get? I want to save up for some of these. Especially whirlwind combo. Alright. There it is. Just comes down with a fat fucking thud. Alright, let's see. You know what? Let me see. How will I do against Thane right now?
Surprised you've gotten this far. Allow me to show you how it's done.
Oof. Oof.
Battle is far from over. Come on, show me what you've got.
Fuck.
No horseman can match for me.
That was close. I'm gonna do it again. Fuck you.
I'm surprised you've gotten this far.
Fuck. Here we go. And we're swinging.
Show me what you've got.
Ooh, fuck.
Had enough of old bears, have we?
Alright. Let's go. Come on.
Surprised you've gotten this far.
Ooh. Fuck. 2 in a row. Fuck you, man. That was some shit. Whoop. Dodge forward. Ooh, come on. Fuck. Nah, I'm good. Nope. Just gotta stay close. Fuck. Twice. Come on. Fuck. Dodging forward. That was not the move I wanted to do. Ah, damn it.
Yes, that way. I'm surprised you've got that far. Come on! The battle is far from over! From us!
Fuck. Come on.
Surprised you've got that far. Come on! Show me what you've got! The battle is far from over! Come on! Show me what you've got! Come on! Show me what you've got!
Ooh, fuck. What? But you didn't do anything that time. Like, I hit you. You didn't hit me that time. What the fuck actually happened there?
I'm surprised you've gotten that far! Come on! Show me what you've got! The battle is far from over!
Oh yeah, did you guys hear about that Powerpuff Girl live action reboot shit? That's gonna happen on HBO or some shit. Where the... Fuck. Alright, one last try. Did you hear about this shit? It's so fucking ridiculous.
Allow me to show you how it's done.
They're literally just gonna make them like disillusion, like I think it was like teens or adults or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh, you know, rescuing people and being heroes at a young age, like it made them disillusioned, and now they're all just like, man, you know, what's the point of life, and our childhood was taken from us. Like, they're gonna have like that kind of mentality, and people are already losing their shit just thinking about like the worst case scenarios on like all the dog shit that they'll do to the girls. And honestly, I don't blame people. It's gotta be so fucking terrible, man. I don't get why people want that at all. Like, I never thought, I don't think I've ever heard anyone actually sit down and go like, you know what the Powerpuff Girls need? A live action gritty reboot where the girls talk about, you know, depression and their fucking cocaine addictions or some stupid shit. It's like, you know, I never thought to myself that the Powerpuff Girls needed that. Not once in my life. But apparently, somebody did. And that somebody got paid. And fuck me, man. Wish I could get paid right to say stupid shit.
Tried to seal in the corruption, but no good came of it.
Ah, man.
It's odd how I often find you standing.
Without the Tree of Life Horseman, I'm trapped here just like you. A fortunate few slipped out before the tree was lost, like Ulthane.
And who is Ulthane?
He's just another maker. Has a big hammer is all. When he escaped, I feared to follow. And a good thing, too.
And why is that?
Well, you might still be looking for the cauldron if not for my courage and wit.
Motherfucker.
What can you tell me about the Tears of the Mountain?
The Dinich fort lies just beyond this barrier. It was the first thing taken by corruption. We sealed the Stonefather's tears inside.
Look, man, you want to talk about some live action reboot shit? Oh my god.
If I do as Alia asks,
That motherfucking...
Aye, and the realm will be better for it. With the purest rain or
that
black as
motherfucking
sail,
Cruella
tears
movie
were in this stairway.
where it's basically just Joker, but with Cruella
Where are you
DeVille,
going? Don't let me stop you. Exploring's a wondrous thing.
where
You
it's
never know
high
what you might
society
find. For instance,
that's taking
should
her
we
down,
turn
man,
to
and then she's gonna
Rock's
fight
Slightly
back
somewhere
against. It's like, holy
misplaced
shit.
some years back. If you can find it, I'll be in your debt.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Run along, Ryder. I'll rest a bit.
It's fine. But yeah, honestly, I think the only like live action reboot of a classic thing I saw was like the Jungle Book one. I saw that shit in theaters. I mean, fair enough, honestly. Honestly, I only saw the Jungle Book one just because I remember, like, me and my friends were just, like, really curious. They were just like, fuck it, why not? Like, what's the worst that could happen? And then we saw it, and it was just like, like whatever. Like, it existed. It wasn't like pissing in the wind bad. It wasn't like, oh god, I'm fucking dying bad or anything. Like, ripping my childhood. Like, none of that shit. It was just okay. It's okay. Honestly, best part of the movie was just Christopher Walken being King Louis. Like that was literally just like the peak of the fucking movie. And everything else was just kind of like it existed. Go. Got him. Neat. Some Some decent wraps. Whoops. I'll keep these. Just for that extra crit damage. But yeah, like, legit, best part of it was literally just Christopher Walken, just because the whole, like, Christopher Walken just walking up the fucking I Want to Be Like You song. It was fucking perfect. Oh, and of course, because it was Christopher Walken, they threw a fucking cowbell reference. Because of course they did. You know, they didn't need to, but you're goddamn right they threw in a goddamn cowbell reference. You know, I need more cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell.
Oh, hello, Fleshly. Didn't see you there. I was going to ask who you are, or rather what. My name is Blackroot, and I am hungry. For what exactly? Only the finest stones. I have ways of attracting such morsels, but it has been centuries since any were in reach. I must wait here for my master. I will starve if someone doesn't help me. Your people stand on the brink of destruction, and you ask me to feed you? If it isn't too much trouble, take this. It will guide the stone to you, so you can bring it to me. Then I shall eat it with great pleasure, and I will reward you.
There we go.
You eat? I am not like other constructs. In my form, life has taken root. It must be fed, or it will consume me. How long have you been here? I have been gathering my strength for centuries, and my roots run deep. That is my problem. What about your master? Of him I do not speak, nor do I remember. He left eons ago. Now I am trapped here.
And there we go. Look at all those stones to get. The lore stone pairs itself with any struck enchanted stone, drawing them to its owner's location. Shoot any enchantment stone with redemption, awaken it. The lore stone will do the rest. And there we go. That is how we get our shiny stones to give ourselves that little boost. Alright. Let's go talk to Karin. Oh, hold on. There we go. That way we can actually move on. You know, don't want too much bullshit going on. Oop. Yeah, getting turned around here.
What of carven stone?
That's what we call the Stone of Construct Sentinels, to be specific. A sad thing destroying what a maker worked so hard to craft. but these days it must be done. You'll find the construct sentinels you need in the Lost Temple. Good luck to you.
There we go. Alright. I think, yeah, there we go. I can do immolation. Let's see. Hey Tira, holy shit, man. Haven't seen you in a long time. And yeah, I'm actually gonna play the Strive beta. But the thing is, my PS4 is actually set up in my room. That me and my girl share, and she's currently asleep. So after the stream is over, I'm gonna set the PS4 into rest mode so I can download the beta, because I didn't want it downloading while I was streaming. And then tomorrow I'll be able to play it a bit in the morning. But then Saturday and Sunday, I'm actually gonna stream myself playing the beta in the morning. And then during the night, I'll be streaming myself playing the other stuff like Persona and Spelunky and whatever. But yeah, man, I'm totally gonna play the Strive beta to hell and back, man. I really want to. Like, ooh, man, I'm really looking forward to that one. Ain't no lies on that, man. Really looking forward to playing the Strive beta. Nah, man, it's cool. Glad to see you're still around, though, man. It's good to see you. Always nice to see a familiar face. God, yeah, we played so much back in fucking Sign and shit, especially, like, God, those early days. Those early days of playing Sign, man. We played the hell out of it. Good times. Speaking of, though, have you been playing the Strive beta? And if you have, what do you think of RAM now? You know, with all the changes that RAM got and everything. Like, you know, what are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on RAM? And, you know, anything else that you managed to play through the beta or whatever. Ah, okay. Nice, nice. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, the freaking beta wasn't even gonna go up until 7 p.m. Pacific time, right? So technically, I wouldn't have been able to download it anyways because it wouldn't have been up anyway for me. Ah. Oh well. At the very least, it's not anything soul crushing, so that's fine. It is Fiend. Let's see, it's right here. Fair enough, honestly. Fair enough. Yeah, legit. That's super fair.
This is no place for a horse.
Yeah, same. I got into that closed beta too. No, honestly, like gameplay wise, I thought it was alright. No, that closed beta had 7 characters. It had Soul, Kai, May, Potemkin, Chip, Axel, and Faust. There you go. It had those guys in it. Yeah, it did. And I remember that the beta was so early on in development that Faust did not have any voice lines. whatsoever, and they just had like these clangy robotic like noises and shit for him, like no voice work at all. Like, oh my god, I remember that was actually the things that were like making me concerned, like, oh fuck, how much of a rush job is Strive? Because like every trailer they showed, like there was no like, you know, audio of them talking and shit like that. So it just made me like super concerned. Like, oh my god, how rushed is this? Like, how bad is this gonna turn out to be? Like, you know, I got concerned. There we go. Made the shot. No. The fighters trailers are short, but they always have voices in them. Like, even if they're not talking, like, you'll always hear them saying, you know, the basic shit. Like, grunts and all that stuff. But, like, the Strive trailers were just the music, maybe sound effects, maybe. But... like legit, like the Strive trailers were just like dead fucking silent, and that shit was like, that shit like terrified me, man. Like that just gave me a bad sign. I'm like, oh fuck, how bad is it? And you know, a lot of it is mostly just because it's like, you know, COVID happening and shit, so I can't really be too like, oh man, you know, how much are they gonna fuck it up? When in reality it's like COVID could make things like getting the recordings done a little bit harder. So I can't really go too fucking, you know, apeshit bad on them, where it's like, oh man, they're fucking fucking piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. And then there's the other thing where it's like, you know, part of me wants to be like, oh man, you know, like, I've seen some stuff from the Strive, beta, mind you. And, you know, some stuff obviously just has me a little concerned, where it's just like, oh man, you know, like, the damage. Not that it's like the damage is concerning or anything, but actually, not damage, it's more like the guts. Like, guts, the way it's being handled in Strive has me concerned, because it's like, you know, because the way guts is, it's like most of your health bar doesn't even really fucking matter until like, you know, like a certain percentage in the lower spectrum, like 40-30%, you know, like that's where your real health is mostly, you know, give or take. I'm not exactly like full expert on guts, so, you know, I'm not gonna act like I know everything, but I will say it's like, it feels like the guts isn't scaled properly in the beta. You know, I still feel like they're doing what they did with fighters, because if anyone here remembers the fighters beta, like, damage was ridiculously fucking high. Like, level 3 supers were basically like taking off more like 50-60% health. Like, it was just, damage was fucking nutty all over the fucking place. Like, it was just crazy. So, you know, it's like understandable, right? Obviously, it's like, oh shit, you know, it's understandable the damage would be like that, because when you think about it, for betas, it makes sense that the damage is high. Mostly because it's like, you know, you want your audience to get matches done quickly so they can have more matches to play with, instead of like stabilizing the damage in the beta.
Offer you.
Where did you find these?
Alright. Trade stones. I'm trying to remember what trading just these will do, but... Purchase upgrade. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It gave me arcane. I mean, I'm not really focusing on an arcane build, I'm more strength build, but you know, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. You don't want timeouts in the beta. You don't want people getting like, oh, this and that. So it's like, okay, I'll be right back. Gotta go discuss more of this drive. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. You go do your thing. You have fun. Think. There we go. But I don't have the thing yet, so I can't do anything with that. But I remember there was another way around. Yeah, water. I'm trying to remember there was a thing down here. Alright, hold on. Let me check that link real quick. Let's see. No context, but you found it funny. Yo, actually, I was going to fucking post that. I was actually about to post that, Squid, funny enough. I actually have context for that, funny enough. I have context for why that literally just gibbed Chip in one hit. So, do you want to know why that literally just fucking killed Chip in one hit? It's hilarious. Okay, so they changed the way Gamma Blade works in Strive. Instead of it just being like, you know, that boom, that energy shadow clone that he shoots out, instead now it works like an actual shadow clone, where if the clone takes a hit, Chip will take that damage. So funny haha thing is that, yeah, the super does, you know, the big dick damage, right? So he'll literally be taking double the damage in that one hit since both his body and the clone were there. So yeah, literally throwing out Gamma Blade like that, you are literally going to get fucking killed. Like, it's not even like an if, and, or but kind of thing. It's like, no, you will get gibbed. And people are literally just sitting here going like, of all the characters to take extra damage, you give it to fucking Chip, the character with the lowest health in the fucking game. Why would you fucking do that to Chip? It's like, dude's already gonna fucking die through like all the other shit. But then it's like, nah, man, see, we really gotta fucking give him. You know what? I'll equip Dark Avenger. Just so you could see it. There you go, see? We got fist weapons and shit. And I can actually put on the Pauldron of the Horseman. And resistance goes down. But everything else goes up, so I'm totally fine with that. There we go. Same one Warhead. It's beautiful. Brought a tear to my eye. And welcome back, dear. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of things. Yeah, the first beta gameplay, you know, it didn't really excite people, you know. What do the kids say? It had no sauce. There you go. That's what the kids say, right? It had no sauce. Yeah, that's what kids say, right? They still say that? They still talk about sauce? I think they do. But yeah, no, I getcha. It was super simple and stuff, and all that jazz. I feel you. I feel you on that. Like, you're not exactly King Combo over here, but you know. I mean, as a Ram player, you will be using... God, I forget the name of it. That one little one. That one move. Doral? Something like that? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's where she does like that... Yeah. Daro. Yeah, man. You'll be using Daro multiple times in a combo, man. That's like the Ram special. Oh yeah, Tira, do you see that link up there on Twitter? That Twitter link that Squid posted? You should see that. You should really see it just to get a quick little laugh. Alright, let's go up this way. Oh yeah, Jacko. Yeah. You're hella tired? You should get some hella sleep, my man. What happened? Chip died. Ram did super, Chip died. What else? Do you need an explanation of why he basically just got one-shotted? Because it's a hilarious explanation. Yep. And since both Chip and his clone were there, right next to each other, yeah, they both took the hit at the same time. So yeah, it was literally like taking double the damage of what the super would do, and yeah, he's fucked. And it's like, of all the characters that could eat the biggest shit, it's fucking Chip. It's like, of all the characters that needed to just take the biggest dump on when it comes to their fucking health, it's like, yeah, Chip needed that. There we go. I got to show off the counter for a second. Here's a funny thing. Hold on. I'm gonna post a Chip clip. A clip chip? Chip clip. Clip chip? Hold on. I got something. Here you go. He could do that. That's a thing that Chip can do. So that'll be fun to see. Let's see. Ain't it great though? Ain't it fucking great? Exactly, just hit him. Or if you're playing Nago Ryuki, oh my god, dude. Nago's 2H? Ooh. Ooh, man, it's so fucking good. It's so good. Big, chunky fucker, man. Dude, like, oof. Hold on, I think I actually have a hilarious clip. Here we go. I have all these clips on standby, man. Here you go. Have fun with this one. This one is a super fucking hilarious one. Dude, it's so disgusting, man. Oh yeah, his Zantetsu one? No, yeah, that shit reaches full screen. That shit's so huge. It's literally just him swinging that fucking huge sword like a baseball bat. It's great. It's so great, I love it. It's like the game is literally telling you, it's like, come on, man. You know you want to play him, and it's like, fuck, you're right, I do, though. Though obviously they did balance the shit out of him. It's like, yeah, he shits out damage like everyone else in this game, but he's bounced around his fucking blood gauge, and that's something you gotta be like mentally aware of. You know, with time, people are gonna find shit out, but you know, it's still something you gotta be conscious about. Dude, it's not just the fact that he takes damage. No, he doesn't take damage. The health literally just goes, it just melts. It melts until it's basically like his own health is knocking the blood gauge down, back. So until it gets down there, his health ticks down hard and fast. Dude, like, you can literally, like, there's footage of Nago versus Soul, like, before the beta opened up. They showed footage of him. Okay, here we go, got the journeyman helmet. And then, when you see how much he loses, like, he did a nice combo on Soul, knocked him, like, 50% health, and then he basically lost 50 to 60% of his own health from the blood gauge alone. Like, it was ridiculous how quick, fast, and dirty the health just went. funny enough, it's like he kind of is, but isn't beginner friendly. Yeah, he's literally for those kind of guys that it's just like, hey, do you like Hakumen? It's like, then this character is for you. Except, you know, just mostly if you like Hakumen for the big dick swinging. Because, like, Hakumen has his own special meter. Nago has his own special meter. They both have gigantic big-ass swords and wear mostly white. Yeah. I mean, yeah, everyone's been calling him that, like, from the get-go. And honestly, it's not a bad comparison. It's quite apt. It's quite apt, honestly. But, you know, let me see. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so honestly, it's a super apt comparison. So if anyone tells you that you're wrong, it's like, you're not though. Like, here's the thing: he can't dash on the regular. He needs to use his command. He needs to use his command. The command dash. To get anywhere, and of course, using your specials drains, you know, the blood gauge. It makes it go up. But then using your normals is what drops the blood gauge down. So you need like a good balance of normals and specials. But the command dash, oh god, yeah, it is. It can fill up pretty fast. So like, yeah. So he doesn't have a dash. He can't air dash at all. So air mobility, it just doesn't exist. Does not exist for this boy. Let me see what else. Here we go, got the dungeon map. There's a bunch of other stuff about him. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then when you go into Blood Rage mode, you don't... It's like, the one thing that's cool about Blood Rage is that his chip damage goes out the fucking... It just goes insane. Like, I think, like, one of his heavy swings, if you block it on chip, it does, like, 10% health on chip damage alone. If I remember seeing the footage correctly, like, it did, like, 10% chip, and it was... wild, man. It was legit wild. Yeah. Yeah. I knew she was gonna come up, but I was hoping she wouldn't. Okay, so here's my thoughts on Giovanna. Full honest thoughts, just from looking at her and not playing her. My honest thoughts on her are the fact that ever since they first showed her off, they said the key words that Giovanna is going to be the beginner-friendly character. She will be literally the most basic character they've made in Guilty Gear. For the reasons that, you know, they wanted more people to be able to pick up and play the game, right? Fuck. I wanted to cheat that out. Fuck it. So, alright, enough dancing around the topic. So, what I honestly think of her, honestly, gameplay-wise, she's kind of but I mean, the idea entirely around her is just to be a beginner-friendly character, to get people used to the game, you know, to Guilty Gear mechanics and whatnot. So, in that sense, she succeeds because she has, like, the basic tools you need. Like, she doesn't have a DP, but her anti-air special that she has, like the flip kick, like, it's a good special because because the animation she's always at the animation that she's at, it makes her basically low profile in a sense when it comes to her catching it, so it actually works as an anti-air. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And it's a decent way of getting people used to the idea of anti-airing, you know, like specials and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's cool. The thing that I find really fucking funny, though, like almost hilariously, is just the fact that in the starter video guide, like all the ones that they put out, you know, to explain how the characters work and all that stuff, for Giovanna specifically, you know, there were a couple other ones they weren't explaining them too well, but Giovanna's, she has that whole, you know, oh, if she has meter, she, you know, the dog gets buffed and all that stuff, and it makes her do more damage and other things, right? They never explained it at all in her strategy video. Like, they never explained it. They never explained it's like, oh, she's at 50% meter, like the dog changes the look. They never explained that, you know, when she goes into 100% meter, she basically gets possessed by the dog and goes in that fucking green mode, or, you know, it's not always going to be green because it's actually affected by, you know, character color. So it's like, oh, if you pick a different color, the dog's a different color, and like, oh, what do you know? She turns a different color, like she'll become red or purple or whatever. So, you know, whatever. But they don't explain it in her video at all. They don't explain it. They don't explain the buffs that the dog gives when you're in the form. They don't explain that it changes anything. They don't explain shit about it. And the thing is, people started making theorizing and joking where it's just the fact that it's like, okay, the guy whose job it was to make these strategy videos, he had favorite characters. Like with Nagoriyuki, like he explained himself and all that stuff really well. He explained how blood gauge works, though he didn't actually explain whether or not, you know, if it's, you know, it's like, oh, your specials fill up the meter, but like, how do you, you know, drain it back down? So, you know, but people inferred just from looking. It's like, okay, you know, that's something you can infer at the very least. Where it's like, yeah, you know, you use your normals, it brings it down. If you use your specials, it brings it up. You know, very basic thing. You can see that with your eyes. But they never even showed Giovanna in her fucking full meter mode in the starter guides at all. So people could infer shit from that. And now people in the beta, when they got their hands on it, it's like, okay, it actually does things. You know, it does damage and stuff. Like, I think some people were saying like it adds some hit stop to her attacks. Like, it does things that would be useful, but apparently, like, they got into their heads where it's like, okay, it's a beginner's guide, but, you know, we can't just be like, oh, you know, we can't explain something that detailed and this and that or whatever, you know, because she's supposed to be the basic character, you know, that's too complicated to explain on this character who we dubbed as, you know, the basic noob friendly character. So a lot of people are like, okay, understandable, but then you have people who are watching these videos and you explain the other characters, and if you're trying to get people to play the game and understand the characters, like, would it not be better overall if everybody's on the same level? You know, that way the people who are playing the game and are trying to pick up this so-called new friendly character and stuff, wouldn't it be better for everyone if they had the idea of like, oh, okay, you know, the idea of using meter, because in Guilty Gear is such a meter heavy dependent game, especially with the new Roman cancels and shit, like, bruh, oh my god, the way they changed Roman cancels in Strive though, honestly, it's pretty fucking cool. I do kind of dig it. I remember a lot of people weren't digging it the first time, but now that we've actually seen how like the new Roman cancels work with all the different layers of offense and defense that they can offer, it's like, woo. Okay, so what they did, yeah, they have hitboxes, and they basically have a little spherical grid around them. Yeah, it's very much like that. It pops them up, it does things like that, and depending on which one you do, like there's the aggressive ones, there's the ones where you can do it as a reaction to somebody attacking you, where it slows them down so you'll be able to respond to them a little better. One where you can do it aggressively. You know, like there's a video guide explaining the Roman cancel changes and stuff and how they worked it all up. But legit, it's honestly, ooh shit, wasn't paying attention to my health. It's honestly a really, like, they expanded it pretty fucking heavily. No, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, exactly. So mess with it, you know, see what it can do. Like, honestly, no, I get that feeling. I do. Because it's like, you know, the game looks nice. Like, the music's pretty good. Like, the UI is still pretty whack-ass. Like, no lie. UI is still kind of whack. But at least it's better than what it was. I mean, that's not saying much. But, you know, it is at least better. Yeah. Nah, man, I'm not gonna look. I'm a nice guy, you know. I give a lot of shit pass, obviously, but man, that UI is not good. Okay, so here's the thing, and I can actually say something about this. That whole gigantic, you know, counter bullshit. It actually serves a purpose, like a legit purpose, and you actually don't see it as often as you think you would, but you'll see it a lot in the beta, mostly because a lot of people are, you know, are trying to get grips with the game and mashing a lot and all that stuff. So here's the thing with a lot of people, they basically figured out the huge slow down, zoom in counter thing.
Locked.
Okay. The big counter is basically the equivalent of a fatal counter or a crush counter. You know, if you're more familiar with BlazBlue or Street Fighter 5 or whatever, it's more akin to those, where if you hit somebody, you know, with a certain move, like, a lot of people feel like it's only with certain moves you get the big zoom in. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't, but yeah, I can't tell you because I haven't played it, but from what people have shown and tested, it's a lot like crush counters and fatal counters, where it's just like, oh, you got the big dick counter. The game does the slow down zoom in to basically be like, okay, here's your chance, punch him in the dick. You have a chance right here to make an easy confirm. Now, you know, a lot of people are kind of like, you know, that's cool. It's definitely a way for new players to get, you know, used to the idea of counter hit confirms and stuff like that. so it's super helpful in that sense. A lot of other people are just like, they're not too fond of it, mostly just for the fact that it's like they feel that it kind of hands you the counter confirm instead of it just being like, you know, on the side with the regular kind of like, oh, counter, you know, the normal one where it's just like, oh, okay, it was a counter hit and you already know it was a counter hit and you already got your counter hit unlocked in your head, all that stuff. People just feel like not only will it kill the momentum, but also it just kind of kills like that mentality where it's just like, you know, you got the counter hit, but the game kind of, you feel like the game kind of handed you the counter hit. Like that's what a lot of people have been telling me. Like it feels like the game just kind of handed you that counter hit. Like it slowed down, zoomed in, and went like, okay, bro, here you go. Here's your chance. You can't possibly fuck this up. Obviously, people are still gonna fuck it up, you know, because there are still plenty of new people to the game, and you know, plenty of people doing all that stuff. But you know, there's arguments for both sides, where it's like, yeah, it's a good thing, but it's also something that after a while, you know, it can just come across as, you know, kind of annoying, kind of pace breaking here and there. Yeah, see, that's another thing, the RC slowdown and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, this game too. So honestly, the best way of thinking about it, if you really want to like let your mind wander on this thought, think of those fatal counters as just like crush counters or whatever. If you land one, you know, good feeling because you're gonna smoke a dude, but also visually they are, you know, intrusive. Visually they are kind of intrusive. It's like they didn't have to do the massive zoom in and all that stuff, or the slowdown. You know, they could have done something else, like, you know, with crush counters and fatal counters. They have sounds. They have certain sound effects that play with those. Like with freaking... Yeah, exactly. Specific animation. You know, they have something to make it where it's like, oh, okay. I see, I hear, you know, you feel that you did the good thing. You know, there's a certain aspect to it where it's just like, okay, I landed this, so I have a chance to do a specific combo now. Nice. Good on me. Like, crush counters have like that, you know, the big hit spark, and they have that fucking crunchy ass sound effect. Fatal counters have their own like sound, and then you hear the fucking announcer later literally just scream out fatal. So you know, you can't miss that, obviously. So you know, that's a good thing. But with this one, I don't know, man. They could have gone with like a specific sound effect. They could have gone with a specific animation, a hit spark. Hell, that could have been something, a certain hit spark, the, you know, light the way for people to be like, ah, yes, with this visual indicator, I now understand exactly what I'm trying to do. You know, just something. They could have made things a little easier on people, you know. But I mean, what we have is what we have currently. so I can't really be too insane about the whole thing. Yeah. That's why it's like, you know, it sucks, but damn, man. Taking those big breaks. Well, hopefully, man, that, you know, this game relights that, you know, that spark in you, makes you look at the genre again and go like, hey, man, you know what? I love playing fighting games, and I want to play more, so, you know, hopefully it does that for you. Honestly, I really hope so. The thing is, though, what sucks is the fact that it's like, I wish the game had full crossplay. I mean, they did bring up the fact that, you know, full crossplay is an idea that they're twiddling about, but right now it's just PS4 and PS5 crossplay. And it's like, whatever, you know, that's the expected thing. But full crossplay, you know, PS4, PC, and PS5, you know, all that, it's like, oh man, that's the dream. That is the dream. But I will say, at the very least, from what everyone's been saying about the rollback, it's like, at least that's the dream right now, because the rollback is so fucking tight right now that you can do legit just Japan to US matches and shit, and you won't have issues. And I'm like, yo, that's the good shit. It's like, you know, full crossplay with this kind of netcode, oh my god, ooh, literally just legendary dream right there, you know what I mean? Like, that would just be absolute perfection of everything. But, you know, one step at a time. The netcode is really good right now, so, you know, we hold out. They haven't said anything, but if I was to be real with you, no, it's not Anji. There's one more, because there's 15 on the base roster. Anji's 14. But legit, if I was to take a guess, and it's not that hard to think about, since the beta ends this Sunday and they're doing that fighting game roundtable thing again, I could totally see them just doing it there, you know, just talking about the reveal for the last character there, maybe hint at the first DLC character, I don't know. But, you know, they can do stuff like that. So I could see them doing that though. I mean, like, everyone's gonna be there. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna do what they gotta do. Capcom, like, since they already showed off Dan and Rose and shit, there's not really much to do with them except, like, they'll probably just be there to be like, hey guys, reminder, Dad is coming. You know, Tuesday, blah blah blah. Maybe they show off like a few of those new, like, oh, here's some of the new changes and whatever that we have in store. Like, they could show off some of that, but other than that, I don't see Capcom doing much. Arxis, obviously, you know. There we go. Obviously, they got themselves with Strive, so they got that. If they wanted to, big, you know, not even big, huge fucking if they wanted to, if they could anyway, they could show off something about Dungeon Fighter Duel. You know, DNF Duel. They could show off something like that. There we go. I mean, to be fair, I don't blame you for forgetting. I don't. Because, I mean, they only really showed off... They only showed off that one trailer and then that was it, you know? So, you know, can't really blame you for forgetting. Got him. Nice, man. Hope you have fun with it, honestly. Maybe I'll be able to see you online when I start playing it tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Still though, it was nice catching up with you, man. And I hope you have fun with the fucking beta and everything, dude. Hell yeah, man, you should. You totally should. Be just like old times. I'll heavenly protect and buster you just like the old days. Later, man. Have a good one. Let's see, where is the egg? Perfect spot, actually. Got him. Yoink. Yoink. Suck my dick. Ooh. There it is. At the very least, I'm glad I'll be able to at least get the forges open by tonight. So that's one headache out the way. Ah, come on. Come on. I was one hit away. Just one hit away. Yank. There's the egg. Crap. Fuck it, that counts. There we go. There we go. I finally unlocked the Reaper form too. And of course, got myself a big fat fucking hammer. Alright, let's get the water going. Beautiful. There we go. See, I actually really dig that about it, where it's just like, oh, if you leave the dungeon with fast travel, it's like, oh, don't worry about it. Here's a waypoint. Like your own little Pharaoh's Wind. Okay, you know what? Alright, I'll do the cutscene. I'll do the cutscene. Then I'll fight Thing one last time before I close it off. But here we are, we finally opened the goddamn forge.
It is finished then, at long last.
Correct.
Death,
People have already
this
been
is
saying
the
it's a bad
Maker's
thing.
key, and you had best take it now, before I come to my senses.
You seem more likely to lose them, old one.
A problem, aye. But there is also a solution. The Guardian. Meant to be our greatest weapon, and capable of clearing the forest around the tree. But an earthquake drove us from the foundry, and now I fear something else roams within. The Guardian was never finished.
If the Guardian is your masterwork, how am I to complete him?
In the forest lies another construct, one of the few remaining who have not fallen to corruption. He is not as vast as the Guardian, but his heart is strong. Seek him out, and he will guide you to the foundry. There, you may activate the Guardian using the Maker's key.
Alright.
The constructs are awakened by a key.
Aye. Constructs do not have a soul like you or I. Not until that soul is given. This key unlocks the stone and prepares it for the ebb and flow of a Maker's life force. In fact, it will bring to life most any construct you find in the realm.
And what makes you think I have a soul, old one?
Isn't that what troubles you?
Damn.
How will I know when I've found this construct?
Constructs are beings of boulder and stone, animated by a maker's life force. Most possess but a fraction of a soul, just enough to drive them and give them purpose. But through others course the whole of a maker's being, his memories and emotions, a story half remembered. Life weighs heavy on us all. Not even stone can bear it.
If wardens can resist corruption, why not use them to cleanse your realm?
Sadly, the wardens were called when the seals were broken. The Maker's toll to be paid at the end war. This warden is all that remains.
Then the seals were broken.
Really got you thinking, huh, Death? But yeah, honestly, I've actually seen a lot of people talk about where it's just like the fact that you can chicken block and strive. A lot of people have just been like, I don't know about that, you know. Like it's got a lot of people just going like on it, and it's like, bro, come on, man. Like they gotta give some people some defensive options. All right, let's go. Let's see. The changes they did to faultless defense is kind of cool though, where you can do instant faultless defense, just like instant blocking, and just adds more push block. I thought that was cool to add another layer to it. Wait, what? But, like, you just stood there. Huh, did it count as me being out of the arena because of that? That's so weird.
To show you how it's done.
Oof.
Come on, show me what you've got.
Hey, I did it. Fuck yeah. I kicked his ass.
You got lucky. Mayhaps I am too old to do this.
Age isn't everything.
So, you can fight an old warrior, but to earn your name, you'll have to do better than that. Baethir, Echidna, Argyll, these are what we makers call death. You kill them all, and mayhaps I will grant you are the true Reaper.
Sounds like a challenge.
There we go. And here's why fucking Gorewood is some shit.
If I'm to be your executioner, I would hear more of those that I'm to kill.
I will tell you what I know.
Where can I find Baethir?
Baethir and her kind once ranged across the Forge lands, hunting us like cattle as we made this world our home. One by one, we hunted down and slayed the fell beasts. But Baethir, she made herself a deep burrow, and slithers out only to feed. I only know that she's a beast of fire and smoke, that she's made her lair beneath the earth.
What of Gorwood?
Once, Gorwood was a friend to my people.
Then why seek my aid?
Corruption has taken our forest, and Gorwood is a being of that old wood. Where one goes, so goes the other. Gorwood is filthy with corruption. He must be put down.
Oh, I'll put him down. Don't worry about that.
Even I know the name Echidna. Why do you seek her death?
An old debt, forged before your time.
All know the Shadow Realm of Echidna. Why do you not travel there and kill her?
I have tried, only to find her realm in chaos. The Spider Lords had bathed her throne in blood, and Echidna was nowhere in sight. I spent years following her trail to the realm of the dead. Then, all this happened. I returned home to my people, and left old debts unpaid.
Alright.
Tell me about Argyle.
Ah, the madman, a beast in need of killing. I had sight on the deed myself, when the current Lord of Bones rose up and defeated the mad king of the undead.
Then Argyle is no more.
My bones have always told me otherwise. The old king lives. I'm sure of it.
Let's see how much money I got. Ooh, I actually have enough. Get some smaller stuff or go big. I'll go big. There we go. God, it's so good. Let's see, how many levels did I level up from fighting him though? 2. Was it 2 levels or 1 level? But fuck me, dude. Nice. Alright. I think I'll get Harvest. Hey, nice up, man. I'll upgrade Teleport Slash. Lights? Nice. The irony is that you literally just caught me as I'm about to end the stream. So yeah, sorry about that. The timing is just a little funny. But there we go. I know, right, bruh? You caught me too late, man. I've been doing this for like 3 hours at this point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Show up tomorrow 3 hours earlier. You'll be fine. Oh. Yeah. Tomorrow's Halo. So yeah. There you go, Squid. Tomorrow's Halo. Don't know if you'll be fine for tomorrow, but yeah. It'll be like that. Alright, so perfect. So hope you'll see me then for tomorrow with some Halo. Have a good night, everybody. Take care and peace.